It's about time with Rashawn's About Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil. What's up to my About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang? Thank you to every single one of y'all who has been taking out the time to watch the videos, like the videos, share the videos, and leave the comments. Thank you to every single one of y'all who has subscribed to the channel. If you have not subscribed to the channel and you're watching this video or any of my videos for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and encourage others to subscribe to Rashawn's Bout Time Boxing. Become part of the Bout Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang. Again, I mentioned this in one of my other videos. There's a young guy, he's a young kid. He has a YouTube channel. It's called Nate's Boxing Nation. So please, everybody, let's show the youngin some love, man. Everybody, please go to Nate's Boxing Nation and subscribe to this young kid's channel. Show him some love. You know what I mean? And he doing this thing. You know what I mean? So shout out to Nate's Boxing Nation. You got my support, bruh. And I hope everybody else that watched this video go to Nate's Boxing Nation and subscribe to his channel. Shout out to MZ Always Talk Boxing. Shout out to my guy Rebel Life Boxing. And shout out to Mark Nash. And if you have not subscribed to those channels, please subscribe to those channels. And Hustlers Home. Hustlers Home Boxing. And subscribe to that channel too. And shout out to New Media, Champ Side, Boxing Ego, Blue Blood. Everybody that's that's doing their thing. No, I'm not a part of the Lions Den thing or whatever that is, but that's all New Media, and everybody else, and all the other channels too, man. Shout out to y'all. All right, so we got Errol Spence versus Yordenis Ugas in April. Now, okay, so we know Errol Spence is undefeated. He's 27-0, 21 knockouts. Ugas is 27-4 with but 12 knockouts, I think. Y'all can leave the comments in the comment section below if I'm not right, but I think he has 12 knockouts. All right. Now, Errol Spence is a calculated, he's a patient, calculated fighter. He doesn't, if you watch his fights, Errol Spence he don't like to waste punches, and he like to go to the body. Ugas, a lot of times, I guess because he's kind of tall, so a lot of people he fight is not as tall as he is, but he fights like with this hunched over type style. Feel like his body tightens up after a while. That's why you see in his fights every now and then he gotta shake it off, loosen his body up, and then he hunch back and he just look tight. But now we know that Ugas lost to Sean Porter. He lost to this fighter named Amir Imam. I don't know if y'all remember him, but he had a lot of promise at one point. I don't know what happened to him because I did like Amir Imam. He was under Don King's promotion. He lost to somebody named Emmanuel Robles and somebody named Johnny Garcia, I believe. And of course, we know he beat Pacquiao in 2021. Yeah, he had that last minute substitution. He beat Abel Ramos. He beat Thomas Delorme. He fought Delorme, I think, in 2017. And there's a fighter from Philly named Ray Robinson. He TKO'd him, and I think that was like in 2018. So, but the biggest name on his resume is Manny Pacquiao. Biggest name on his resume, Manny Pacquiao. And a lot of people just feel like it's Ugas' time. This is his moment because, he took the fight last minute, subbing in for Errol Spence, and then he beat Manny Pacquiao. But like I say, I don't look at it like whether he'd have lost the fight or won the fight. My thing is, if you are an active professional fighter, and especially if you expect to compete on the highest levels, then you should always stay in the gym and you should always be ready, because you never know when that call is gonna come. That's just the way I see it. And you got some fighters that's not as effective as they could be, or they just ineffective because in between fights they putting on a lot of weight. They're not training, they're not taking, they just wait to get a call for a fight. And if they get a call, they want you to take this fight in 2 weeks. Now you're trying to cut weight, and you're trying to, get some sparring in it, work on all that kind of stuff. But if you are a consummate professional and you confident in what you do and you want to be on the highest level, and you looking to, to be a champion or making it, those type of things, you should always be ready. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, I don't look at it like, because he wasn't training and all that kind of stuff. He just took the fight, like he just took him the last minute and all that kind of stuff. And now he just started training. No, Ugas been training. He been training. And now he has his eyes on a bigger prize. This unified championship fight. The IBF, WBC, and the WBA welterweight titles. Now, my opinion, Errol Spence is going to walk him down. He's going to walk him down. Skill-wise, I just don't think Yordenis Ugas has what it takes to be effective against Errol Spence, to win. My opinion. Feel free to drop the comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts and your opinion on how y'all feel about it. And we know that Errol Spence is a dangerous fighter. We know that. A lot of people thought after his car accident he wouldn't be the same. And then we take, you look at, when you look at his resume, look at the people he fought. He has no losses, so he fought Chris Algieri, Chris Van Heerden, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at those names. Lamont Peterson. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at all that, you look at those names and you see that, how, and most of those guys that I just named, he stopped them. But he's, like I said before, Errol Spence is, he's calculated. He don't waste punches. He don't like to waste, and he's very patient. And he loves to sit on his punches when he placing them, especially when he going to the body. He loved to, dig to the body, boom, go under, then boom over to the body. You know what I mean? He tried to set everything up with that jab. He liked to throw a jab and shoot that uppercut. He got to count. I just feel like Errol Spence has more in his arsenal, and I just don't think that Ugas is going to be able to handle it. And I just feel like at some point, Errol Spence is possible. He may stop Ugas late in the fight. I feel like he may stop him late in the fight, anywhere between 7 and 10 or 8 and 11. I feel like Errol Spence is going to walk him down. I think he's going to break him down methodically. He's going to break him down, and I feel like once he start getting the Ugas, getting to his body and doing what he want, is going to affect Ugas up here, and he's going to be trying to figure out how to get back into the fight. And his corner is going to, that's his corner job. They're going to have to motivate him, because when Spence fought Danny Garcia, all that trash his father was talking, but you couldn't even tell your fighter what to do, how to do it, and to get back into the fight, and you couldn't even motivate him mentally to want to get back into the fight. That's the type of effect Errol Spence has against fighters. He can break you down to the point that it will affect you mentally, to the point that your own team can't motivate you to try to get back in the fight or to try to do anything to change the direction that the fight is going in. Because if he gets you hurt, that's it. And I know some people talking about, Spence got rocked before in the fight. Yeah, he got rocked in the fight. but he still don't have no L on his record either. So what do that tell you? He's resilient. He can take a punch and he can come back. We know that Errol Spence can take a punch, and not only that, Ugas only got 12 knockouts, if I'm not mistaken. Ugas has 12 knockouts. 12. So we know who has the advantage in the power department. Don't get me wrong. That's not saying that he can't. I'm not saying that he can't hurt Errol Spence if he catch him with the right punch. Because the right punch, the one you don't see coming, as they say, can be the one to hurt you. I'm not saying that. But I'm just looking at, skill-wise. They both have 20, Errol's 27-0, Ugas is 27-4. Spence got 21 knockouts, Ugas got 12 knockouts. So we already know who got the advantage in the power department. Now it remains to be seen, is Ugas working on things like power? Or is he focusing more on technique? See, Errol already got the power, so all he focuses on is technique. So how do y'all see this fight playing out, Errol Spence against Ugas? How do y'all see this fight playing out? Because I'll say this. We know Errol Spence can adjust and make adjustments. Can Ugas? Can he make adjustments? And y'all can't say, oh, well, he made adjustments in the Pacquiao fight. No, he didn't. He just fight the same way. See, some fighters just got a certain way of fighting. And they just continue to fight that way. Ugas likes to try to be a pressure fighter. He's a flat-footed fighter. Flat-footed. Very little lateral movement. Very little lateral movement. And he cannot fight backing up. Errol Spence is a boxer / puncher / pressure fighter. He can box. He can fight backing up. He can put the pressure on you. Will Ugas be able to handle all those things? And once Errol bring all those things to him, can Ugas, not will he, but can Ugas make the necessary adjustments? I don't think he can. I don't think Ugas can make the necessary adjustments. Once Errol Spence, start to walk him down, Ugas is not going to be able to come out of it. And I can just hear his corner telling him now, just you gotta apply the pressure to him. Don't let him back you up. You gotta back him up. You gotta step to him. But Errol Spence, he know how to twist and turn. He know how to box on them angles. He can do that. Ugas can't. And again, like, y'all can go back and look at Ugas' highlights. He's flat-footed, fights hunched over, can't fight backing up, has very little lateral movement. He try to keep his gloves like bridged up the whole time, like, when he walk into you like that, but he has very little lateral movement. And Errol Spence can box, and he can punch, and he can move. So what's going to happen when Errol start putting the pressure on Ugas and he start touching him to his body? Them gloves going to slowly come down, because now he going to start trying to protect his body. And Errol can mix up them. He can mix his punches up. He's not like that southpaw that just got the basic 1-2, 1-1-2, 1-2, 1-1-2. He's not that basic southpaw fighter. That's not Errol Spence. Errol Spence is that southpaw that can boom, hook, you know what I mean? Uppercut here, uppercut there, hook, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. He can mix the shots up. He can mix them up. And Ugas, conventional style, but Ugas really just come with his basic 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. He just come with that. Try to throw in a hook occasionally, but he's not really a combinated fighter. He don't really have too many combinations. And y'all can disagree. If you do, fine. Drop the comments in the comment section below. Let me know why. Y'all tell me how y'all see this fight playing out. But I'm telling y'all, Errol Spence is going to walk this guy down. In short, Ugas was just babysitting that WBA belt for Errol Spence to come and get it. Errol Spence will be the unified welterweight champion. He's going to take that belt off of Ugas. Ugas held out till he got that fight because he wanted to fight either Crawford or Spence because he was promised that fight after he fought Pacquiao, but then they tried to do some other things. But nonetheless, he stood his ground, held out, made the WBA keep their word. You know what I mean? I respect Ugas for that, and I'm happy that he getting the opportunity. But now this opportunity is just not going to play out the way that he wanted to. This is Ugas' moment. For him, this is his moment. Because if he lose to Errol Spence, if he doesn't drop out of the picture completely, he's going to go all the way back down. And people are not going to see a need to actually fight him, or he'll just be used as a measuring stick for people. They'll put him in there, you know. They're not going to put him in there with Jaron and stuff. They not. Bout's called for that fight too, and they just, because they know. He would have made him look bad to the point that they'd be like, oh, come on, man. He don't belong in there with no Errol Spence. Jaron Ennis did that to him. Man, Spence going to do the same thing. Well, you know what I mean? So this is why, you know, like he held out till he got his, because he know this is his opportunity. But Errol Spence is just a different type of animal. He's a different type of dog, man. And he goes to another space. He goes to another place here and then here. And if you're not ready to go where he goes, there's no way you're going to be able to compete with him. You got to be a different type of fighter to be able to go to that place if you want to hang with Errol Spence. Because if not, you're food for him. Your food. And he's going to eat that. I'm telling you. So, and like I said, listen, it's all right. Some of y'all can disagree. It's fine. But I'm telling y'all what I know. Again, based on styles and how they do and or don't match up in the ring. And Ugas is going to be a sitting duck. I'm telling you. Ugas is going to be a sitting duck for Errol Spence. And like I said, if he don't stop, if you don't stop him, if he's taking a bad enough beating, his corner might even throw in the towel. But and then maybe, you know, who knows? Ugas might tell him, let me go out on my shield. And if I get knocked out, I get knocked out. But I'm telling you, don't think that if Errol Spence don't get him hurt, he see that opportunity to finish him, don't think he's not going to do it. And we know that Errol Spence is one of the best finishers in the game today. Say what you want. He is one of the best finishers. And again, he's very methodical and calculated with his punches. So if he's like that, trying to set up his punches, once he gets you hurt, what do you think he's going to do? Errol Spence is not gun shy. He's never been scared to pull that trigger. And I don't see why the night he fights Ugas will be any different. But please, leave the comments in the comment section below. And if you're watching this for the first time, subscribe to the channel. And encourage whoever's with you or whoever you talking to on the phone, tell them to subscribe to the channel too. But Errol Spence will be the new WBA and unified welterweight champion. And that's just the way it is. But we can talk about it. Leave y'all comments. Please drop the comments in the comment section below. I want to know what y'all think. And honestly, like, how many of y'all really feel like Ugas got a shot? If you being real with yourself, y'all know that. Even though this is Ugas' moment and he got to make the best of it, this is not going to turn out the way the Pacquiao fight did. This is not going to be that. He's in for something. And it's possible he may even take the worst beating. This might be the worst beating he ever took. I'm telling you. Y'all watch Errol Spence fight. I'm telling y'all, watch how he moves. I'm telling you, he's calculated. He's methodical. He don't just go out there just winging stuff or just throwing something, hoping to land or catch you. He's very calculated with his punches. So if he's calculated when setting his punches up, if he gets you hurt, what do you think he's gonna do? FOOD. I'm telling you, Ugas is food, and Spence is gonna clear that plate. Come April, he's gonna clear that plate. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Leave the comments in the comment section below. Share this video and encourage others to subscribe to Rashawn's Bout Boxing. Till we talk about it again. Appreciate y'all.